In football, the word hate is not used lightly. Players must consistently be troublesome and obnoxious over a long period of time to earn this label. Some players got on this list because they chose to move to a rival club, while others just attracted criticism for their unethical style of play. And yet others, despite having some talent on the field, are despised for their antics off the field. In today's video, we discuss some of the footballers that are most hated worldwide for reasons both on and off the field. What names do you think will appear on this list? Comment down below now. Let's find out if you're right now, shall we? Number 12. Neymar. There aren't many footballers in the world who play with this much trickery or in a quick, slow rhythm. This man is deadly. Normally, a player with Neymar's flair, cunning, and skill would drift in and out of games. However, Neymar's consistency is one of the things that continue to win over fans. In response to criticism after the 2018 World Cup, Neymar acknowledged his theatrical tendencies, saying, "You may think I exaggerate, and sometimes I do, but the truth is, I suffer on the pitch." Neymar dribbles, makes assists, and scores goals. Neymar was even referred to as the best passer in the world by his teammate Kylian Mbappe. Playing for Brazil, the most extravagant team in the world, and being a style icon both on and off the pitch should make him one of the most well-liked football players in the world. But if you ask 100 football fans of any nationality or affiliation to name the player they despise the most, there's a strong chance that Brazil's talismanic number 10 will come up frequently. Why is there so much hate towards Neymar? Well, so many people are of the opinion that he's overrated, and a lot of people also say that he dives and whines a lot on the pitch. However, he has had a lot of injuries, and maybe this is why he whines a lot on the pitch. Maybe he's just trying to protect himself. Number 11. John Terry. John has always been a professional on the field, but his personal life was far from perfect. It's amazing how many awful things this player has done. After the 9/11 attacks, Terry taunted American tourists, urinated in a beer glass, and dropped the cup on the club floor, was arrested for assault, parked his Bentley in a spot designated for disabled people, cheated on his wife and 2 children by having an affair with a teammate's girlfriend, and to top it all off, he racially abused Anton Ferdinand and received a 4-match suspension. Number 10. Ronaldo. The first major reason Cristiano Ronaldo attracted criticism was because early in his career, the captain of Portugal was full of flicks and tricks, which meant that the smallest of touches would throw him off balance on the field. Additionally, Ronaldo scored goals against opponents of various sizes and shapes while winning several fouls, free throws, and penalties. And if you do that frequently, the haters will undoubtedly gather. Additionally, he is visibly frustrated by every bad decision and missed pass, which tends to irritate others. It's now commonplace to witness Cristiano Ronaldo turn down handshakes from opponents after a loss or receive a caution for disobedience. Fortunately, the 5-time Ballon d'Or winner has the skills to compensate for his outbursts on the pitch. But in Cristiano's career, critics have been crucial in inspiring him to strive for greater performance when he enters a stadium that isn't his own. Number 9. Pepe. Notorious Pepe, the Portuguese hothead, will go down in history as one of the dirtiest football players ever. He is always so aggressive during games that any player who attacks him have the risk of getting wounded. He famously received a 10-match suspension in 2009 after stomping on Javier Casquero's ankle, shoving his face into the ground, and running his studs down his back while he was on the ground. He struck Casquero's teammate Juan Albin during the ensuing brawl and yelled, "You're all sons of," as he exited the field after receiving a red card. This was the first time the Real Madrid defender's well-deserved reputation as a crackpot was made very public. His 113 warnings and 13 red cards for disciplinary offenses don't accurately reflect the insaneness he brings to the field. Number 8. Diego Maradona. Diego Maradona is a prime example of how some people struggle to distinguish art from the artist. He is undoubtedly one of the greatest players to have ever lived, but he became extremely despised by England supporters after scoring the notorious Hand of God goal at the 1986 FIFA World Cup by punching the ball into the net. However, Diego's numerous issues with substance addiction and aggression against women led to several instances in which he let his fans down. Number 7. Ashley Cole. As soon as Ashley Cole joined Chelsea, people started to hate him. His move did not go over well with Arsenal supporters, especially since he joined a team that was directly competitive with the Gunners. He also was given the nickname Cashley Cole as a result. In addition, Ashley's actions made him unpopular. He frequently discarded traffic laws, got into altercations with police officers and even reporters, and once even used an air gun to injure a kid. The height of it all, though, came when tabloid reports claimed that Cole had been having an affair while with his ex-wife Cheryl Cole. He apparently cheated on his wife again in 2010, despite her forgiveness after the initial incident, which finally resulted in the breakdown of their marriage the same year. Number 6. Diego Costa. Diego Costa's sleazy play and needless violence towards teammates is what earned him a bad reputation. Additionally, there is a problem of a combative attitude and difficulties with training routines. The player repeatedly irritated Koscielny and committed heinous acts, including stepping on the opponent's foot and swearing at Gerrard. Several allegations for violent behavior have been brought against him because of his explosive temper and hitting out at other players. Diego is also despised for changing his national football team. He participated in multiple national team matches for Brazil, but he ultimately decided to play for Spain, which infuriated Brazilian supporters. Number 5. Ryan Giggs. With a record 963 games and 34 honors, including 13 Premier League championships, 4 FA Cups, and 2 Champions Leagues, Ryan Giggs is arguably the most renowned player in Manchester United's history. However, his adulterous, polyamorous lifestyle overshadows his on-field accomplishments and perhaps justifies all of the hate he has received. Once it was revealed that Giggs had an 8-year affair with his brother's wife, things started to fall apart quite quickly. The Welshman began an 8-year relationship with Natasha while she was Rodri's girlfriend, and they remained together even after Natasha and Rodri got married. Additionally, it was discovered that Giggs persuaded Natasha to have an abortion when she discovered she was pregnant, only 2 weeks before she was scheduled to wed his brother. How vile. Number 4. Sergio Ramos. Sergio Ramos is one of Real Madrid's most deceitful players in club history, despite the fact that he may have won pretty much every title there is. Ramos has received more red cards than any other player in Champions League, La Liga, and Real Madrid history, which may be the best description of his style of play. He is well known for his aggressive tackling style, bad temper, and propensity for elbowing and kicking his opponents. Ramos will do whatever to prevent the opponent from scoring, including using his hands. He has become a notoriously despised player as a result, leading to outbursts of laughter whenever he accidentally balloons a penalty into the crowd. His honors for club and country include 231 yellow and 24 red cards. Number 3. Elhaji Diogo. The 2-time African Footballer of the Year has spent his entire life chasing controversy. From automobile accidents to arguing with officials, fights in clubs, verbal abuse, and even a racial insult directed at an Everton ball boy, for which he claimed innocence by arguing that it was the other way around. He is undoubtedly a bother both on and off the field, as evidenced by his constant spitting at spectators and teammates, mocking wounded players, and disappearing during preseason training camps. Number 2. Luis Suarez. Is it even necessary to explain why? Suarez's daring, last-ditch clearance off the goal line, his own hand of God moment, which eliminated Ghana from the 2010 World Cup, is one of the main reasons he is despised. The worst incident, though, involved Patrice Evra and a 2011 argument in which Suarez was discovered to have called the former Manchester United defender a Negro 5 times. Of course, there are also the famed biting acts, which have been committed 3 times with equal malice, all at different moments, fully aware and sporting various jerseys. His first bite was at Ajax, which he successfully replicated in the Premier League against Ivanovic and at the 2014 World Cup against Cellini. Number 1. Joey Barton. Where do we even start with this guy? During his playing career, Joey Barton was charged by the FA 3 times with violent conduct. He served a 6-match suspension for punching teammate Ousmane Dabo, a 3-match suspension for punching Blackburn midfielder Morten Gamst Peterson, and a 12-match suspension after being sent off against Manchester City in 2012. The final game of the 2011-2012 season against his former team Manchester City was when Barton made history with one of his most notorious plays of his career. After elbowing Carlos Tevez, Barton was found guilty of violent behavior once more and was dismissed. He then reacted angrily, kicking Sergio Aguero as he left the field before attempting to headbutt Vincent Kompany. He was even once given a 6-month prison term, serving the last 77 days before being allowed to go. Soon after, the FA once more accused him of engaging in violent behavior. Do you have any suggestions for more players to include on this? Let us know in the comments. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.